Well, I'm a little perplexed at this one. What would cause this exactly?
TOS system test. Okay. TOS system test. Okay.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too.
Hey, good afternoon, you guys, from Campbell's Ferry, Idaho. We're going to be taking our trip number 27 on up to Whitewater Ranch, so we'll just jump right in here and take a look at where we're going to be going. We'll be downhill and hard right at the bottom there, up the Salmon River main fork, and making our way here. We're going to have to overfly this because I can kind of see Whitewater Ranch hooks and comes sharply back and lands uphill to the left. So we're not going to be able to really, I don't want to come in here and just make a hard turn on short final. So what we'll do is we're going to go this way. I think what we'll do is we'll come up here and try to be a little higher. We'll come down around here, come back around this way. So swinging through here. This is going to be a little tight. This is going to be very interesting. I might have to change my mind once we actually get into there, but I'm thinking coming over this, around here, make a nice swooping turn. Right here by Big Mallard Creek, right over the campground there. And we'll get on into Whitewater Ranch. We're going to land this way, right uphill. What do we got at the end of this place? A little bit of a gully, so you don't want to go long. Oh my. Okay. Well, we'll give it our best, and we'll come in and keep our speed tight. And we'll be going uphill a little bit, so that should help. But yeah, interesting trip into Whitewater Ranch today. This will be a little bit of a challenge, and should be fun. So let's go ahead and get started on stop number 27. WHWR, which is also US 4034 Whitewater Ranch. Good morning from Campbell's Ferry, Idaho. You guys, we're ready to take stop number 27 up to Whitewater Ranch. Coffee time right now. And what a beautiful morning here on the main fork of the Salmon. It's going to be a real short flight. As we looked, we're going to have to go up river and overfly Whitewater Ranch and come in, kind of pop over a ridge, come around, make a little bit of a tight corner and come back down river. That's the way we're going to want to approach Whitewater Ranch, and it's one of those ones that's tucked in the trees, so if you're not coming at it from the right angle, you're not going to see it very well. And so that's what we're going to do. Just wanted to take a few minutes here. Again, another great morning. Like to have my coffee, and we'll just enjoy this. And then we're going to hop inside the plane and get started. So welcome aboard trip number 27. All right, guys, here we go. Takeoff flap set, and here we go. We're off. There's Campbell's Ferry. And what a beautiful morning. Wow. Alright, so what we're going to do here, I'm going to try to just keep our eyes peeled for, and I've got Campbell's Ferry up, or not Campbell's Ferry, you can see on the GPS there, we've got Whitewater Ranch, which is a plug-in, and so I don't know. I think it's just a created GPS waypoint. And I'll have to look at what the, let's go ahead and zoom in there a second. We'll just take a look and see what the identifier is here. It's WHWR, I guess. I crashed trying to read the GPS. So we're getting close there. Another thing that's going to be better is just the direction here. So we're getting close to Whitewater Ranch, but the sun, right, started to come up. So, and it'll be off in the woods to the left, just past these open spots here. So it's really hard to see from this area. Very thin. Look down there right now. There is there's the airstrip. Where is the spot we want to start dropping over? We're going to come around that little hump there, and that's kind of how we have this planned out. So put in a little extra there on the flaps. Okay, that seems like the right way to kind of approach this place, unless you went a lot further up the river. Alright, so now we need to be pretty tight on our airspeed, so I got all the flaps in right now. And I just want to make sure we don't get too slow, or we're right on the edge of getting too slow right now, so it's a great approach in here. I'm loving it. It's very, gotta be tight on it. Just don't get yourself too fast. Just I'm wanting to give myself enough time. There's the strip right there, right? Look how small that is. And I think there's a little bit of a bump hill, right at the beginning of it. So I'm not sure you're supposed to use that very beginning section there. Yeah, there's like a cliff almost there, so you gotta clear that. There we go. Might have even landed a little low, but it's worked out just fine. So this is a tight one here, but a good one, right? really enjoying this one. This is kind of snuck up on me. I wasn't. It's moving up my favorites list. That is for sure. Okay, you guys. This is Whitewater Ranch here. You can see you have a little bit of a hike to get to the actual ranch itself. We'll park a brake on here. Wow, what a nice spot, huh? You can kind of see the ranch there, so if I cut through the woods, it's probably the best way to, although getting through thick woods like this, I can tell you, is not that easy. I went on a nice little adventure with my dad and my brother one time. It didn't take you too long walking through super thick timber like that to be disoriented, I can just tell you. You think you're walking one direction and you can walk in circles and stuff. You gotta pay attention to the pitch, and if you're down in it and you don't have a great spot to jump out and kind of check your orientation, it's weird. You should be able to make a short little spot like that going downhill. You might just go downhill till you hit the river, right? And then backtrack or whatever. But that is Whitewater Ranch. Let's look here. Kind of overfly this area a little bit. See, I don't know that this is a plugin. Maybe this is a plugin that shows some of these things a little. I think it is a plugin because I just don't know how much custom work they've done on the actual. Ooh, look at that too. Is that a place you could land also? I suppose it depends on what you're in. What a beautiful morning to fly around the backcountry, huh? Okay, we're gonna stop here. There's where we're at. You can see that's not much of a strip, is it? It's just a little carve out, and you gotta know what you're doing and where you're going, and scout it out for sure in advance. That one would be real tricky to, especially when you come in. I think that approach is really interesting, because you could get yourself in trouble trying to just hit the very beginning of it, and I don't think you want to on this particular one. So let's look off the way we came. There we are from Campbell's Ferry. And here we are at Whitewater Ranch. Yeah, that looks like a little sandbar you could land on right down there if you wanted to, right? Scout that out next, because that actually might be the easier one to land at. Yeah, this is workable, I would say. Some logs and stuff down there, but I think the way we came in would have been just the right way. So here's that approach end too. I want you guys to see, because it's interesting. Okay, so let's look at it here. You can see what I'm saying, right? You got to know where the top of that ridge is, and there's another one too. So let's just go forward here a little bit. So you can see you could aim, come a little low, and bash right into the side of a hill, right? But here, if you're coming through this area, you could, which I did, land on the top of that shelf, but just notice that it's got a steeper pitch up, which is good if you're trying to get rid of your speed anyway. But I'm kind of wondering if this isn't where they want you to touch down up here. I don't know. That might not. You lose a lot of nice, good uphill there to slow down with. So, but that's a pretty dramatic pitch change as well. So I don't know. I think we did okay, but yeah, I'm not sure what would have happened if we had tried to land a little bit longer. But you just want to not get in the no man's land there. Where you're where that pitch changes a lot. So anyway, good morning, you guys, from Whitewater Ranch. Another beautiful day here in the backcountry, Idaho. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you stay tuned for our next trip. That will be stop number 28. We're going to go over to Dixie, U.S. Forest Service trip, and I believe we're going to try to hit Dixie Town too as an extra credit. But I did find a few extra strips that are on the main fork here that I had not previously had on my backcountry tour, and we could go scout those out too, just to see if they look like there are ones that we could land at. And I might also try to land at the sandbar here on this one, just to see if that's a good alternative for you. If you, for some reason, I don't know, conditions were such that made more sense than this strip. This strip actually has some length to it with a pitch. It's tight, but it's probably your primary choice. So anyways, good morning from Whitewater Ranch, guys. Take care.